What's up, everybody? It's your man, KJ the Great, doing a live stream with Franchon Crews versus Savannah Marshall. I had to put that on mute right now. They over there, Franchon Crews is singing the national anthem herself for her own title defense. And man, I gotta say, this is some of the most disrespectful fans across the pond I've done seen in a long time. They up there booing as she's singing the national anthem. And my live stream just froze up. Hold up, give me a second. Yeah, that's some of the most disrespect I done seen in a long time. But give me 1 second. When they finish doing the national anthems, I'll be right back. Pardon the wait, peoples. Had to get my live stream back up and going, so I'll be taking everything into my living room, having some internet, having some. Sorry about that, but yeah, taking everything live into my living room. My apologies, my people. You come to go ahead and hit that like button for me. You know, got to move everything around as quick as possible. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Again, yep, right here in my living room. Had to switch it up. Yep, here we go. Savannah Marshall's getting her introduction. Both fighters are in the ring, and we're about to get this fight popping. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that. Drop a comment for me, you guys. Hit that like button on your way in. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Let me move some stuff around. Yeah. Tell me who you guys think is gonna win this matchup between Franchon Crews and Savannah Marshall. Because if you remember, Savannah Marshall, she lost to Claressa Shields in her last undisputed matchup, and for some reason she just out the gate got another chance at an undisputed title. And that's kind of crazy because, you know, typically when you lose a match that bad, you know, you end up having to work your way back up to get that title shot. So yeah, I'm standing in my living room right now watching the fight live. I ain't gonna show too much because I don't want to get banned, you know what I'm saying? They on our heads about all that, but I'll give you guys a sneak peek every now and then. So who y'all think? They're gonna quote. She in attendance. Claressa Shields, boy, she look pissed off too. I would be too. They booed the national anthem over there. That's the disrespectful fans. Some of the most disrespect I've seen in a long time. You don't boo during the national anthem. You expect people to be respectful to your national anthem. Don't boo the national anthem. I don't even sing it, but you know, just don't boo. Yeah, all right, here we go. Franchon Crews just got her introduction, and they're about to move fighters to the center of the ring. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Here we go. Referees giving instructions. And I'm going to do some live scoring, too. I'm going to let you guys know who I think won each round, round by round. So make sure If you know the point system, how everything works, and if you're, watching or anything, make sure you guys get your live scoring on too. I give you a little bit of sneak peek right there. They about to do the opening bell. All right, there we go. I ain't gonna get banned. All right, here we go. Round one. Franchise coming out aggressive as usual, as expected. Yep. Savannah Marshall, she still has that little lean with her jab, the little lean pop with her jab. Not really sure why she does that. Quick little 1-2 right there. 1-2 from Franchon. Jab from Franchon. Savannah Marshall, she's not as aggressive with Franchon as she was trying to be with Claressa Shields in her last fight. Both fighters exchanging jabs right here. Good body shot from Savannah. Good upstairs from Franchon. Both fighters are working. They're working. Referee steps in real quick. Tells Franchon don't hold her down. But what can you do when the fighter leans? All right. Remember, in women's boxing, the matches are 2 minutes long and they only fight 10 rounds. So this first round, we're already down past a minute. About down to 40 seconds left in the first round. Franchon Crews, she's doing really good. She's moving pretty well. Savannah Marshall, she's starting to try to have some aggression. Both fighters are moving around pretty well in the center of the ring. Definitely, please change the camera. Vivian, I'm sorry, I would change the camera, but this is about all I can give you. Can't give you too much more than that because I don't want to get banned. I got you. But if I could show the whole fight, trust me, I would without getting blocked and shadow banned, whatever they want to call it. Good 1-2 from Franchon Crews. First round, I'm going to call that for Franchon Crews. Some people are going to call me crazy, but I'm going to call that first round for Franchon Crews. It was close, but that was a 10-9 round for Franchon Crews. I'm getting back to my spot where I got everything set up so I can get down, so I can sit down. Savannah Marshall definitely landed some good overhands, but ultimately, I'm going to call that round for Franchon Crews. But yeah, don't worry, I got you. Just tap in and stay live, everything's gonna be live. And who will win the belts? In my opinion, I think Savannah Marshall might squeak this one out. I'm just saying, they're trying to secure that rematch with her and Claressa Shields, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. Second round going down. Second round, we got Savannah Marshall, Franchon Crews. Okay, now Savannah Marshall's coming out in this round. She's starting to be more aggressive, but Franchon Crews, she's moving really well. She's got her hands popping. Savannah Marshall with a good inside 1-2. She's being first now. That's the difference. That's what I was telling people. I think with her length, if she uses her length and try to be first, she can do that. Overhand right from Savannah Marshall, right there. Good left, check hook, good to the body from Franchon right there. These ladies are working and they're working hard. We're down to about 1:10 left in this second round. Again, don't forget I said Franchon Crews won the first. Yes, exactly. I mean, hey, I think that's what I was telling people. I think she can win it. And it's nothing against Franchon Crews. I like Franchon Crews as a pressure fighter, but I just think the way this is set up is to try to force a second fight with Claressa Shields, which inevitably I think Claressa Shields will dominate her again. But this second round, Savannah Marshall's really clearing headspace and creating a way. She's definitely starting to let her hands go better, and she is creating some separation right now. It's not a big, wide gap or nothing, but she's just being first to the punch, and she's adding a little bit more pressure. She definitely is controlled when she's throwing her punches. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me and share this, by the way. Share this video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Yep, there you go. 1-2 down the middle from Savannah Marshall. Right there. That's the end of the second round. I give that round to Savannah Marshall. All right, let me get back on my stuff. I gotta keep up with my rounds, you know. All right, so we're nearing round 3. Let me do something real quick before this round come back up. All right, I'm back. Where are you from, mate? I'm from Oklahoma. Viviana Simir, is that how you say it? I'm not sure, but I'm from Oklahoma. You know, big time boxing fan here in Oklahoma. Where are you from? All right, round 3. Round 3. All right, round 3. They both came out swinging pretty good, swinging for the fences. 1-2 down the middle, overhand right from Savannah Marshall. Good clinch right here. Savannah Marshall's definitely being first with her jab and being first with her. She's controlling her aggression and not just trying to go in for the knockout in this fight. It seems like she's smarter with this. This is a different Savannah Marshall that we've seen in the fight with Claressa Shields. She's definitely fighting better. I think the one thing that separates this fight from the Claressa Shields fight is the activity, the lack of activity from FRANCHON CREWS, because she doesn't have the hand speed that Claressa Shields has. And Savannah Marshall knows that, and she's taking advantage of that. She's being first on the punch. Her 1-2 is landing down the middle. Oh, both fighters went to the ground. They tied up and they threw each other to the ground. That's crazy. We're from Italy. My parents live in America, New York. Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. How's it over there in Italy, you know? It's hot over here right now. I just got back from Los Angeles about 2 weeks ago. It felt good out there. But good body shot from Savannah Marshall. Again, this is round 3. FRANCHON CREWS, she came into this fight and she said her conditioning was in the best she's had in a long time, but it's just not looking like it. Where she's standing right now, she's gonna have to put some better and more pressure on Savannah Marshall to keep her off. Where she's at right now, she's kind of tying up and she's wrestling with her. Her punches are wild and they're not landing. Good right hand landed right there from FRANCHON, but ultimately that round goes to Savannah Marshall too. In order for her, oh man, Claressa Shields said she thinks Savannah Marshall hasn't won a round, but I don't know. From where I'm standing, it doesn't. I'm scoring from a judge's standpoint. It don't look like Savannah Marshall has not won a round. She's won a round, at least one, and I've given her 2 so far. Yeah, Claressa, she's looking good. You know, she looks good. Yep, I see you there. Definitely. I think this is the 4th round. They're going into the 4th round. One thing I think that needs to change from FRANCHON CREWS is that she has to control the way she throws her punches. And one thing that I would say from Savannah Marshall that she needs to take advantage of is stop leaning over so much and just stand straight up. Not just straight up, but she's leaning over way too far. So when she throws her punches, you can clearly see them coming. Right there, good exchange from Savannah Marshall. She's still being first to the punch, and that's the best thing that is going for her right now. FRANCHON CREWS, she's smothering her punches. She's picking the right time to throw them, but she's throwing them too wild. And when she's throwing them too wild, she's stepping in too far to follow up with anything. And tied up, they tie up, and Savannah Marshall falls to the ground again. This is rough. She's making FRANCHON CREWS is gonna make this fight rough. If she's gonna win, she's gonna have to take it. And she did say that, and that's where I think this is gonna have to be. The one thing that I know with Savannah Marshall is that a lot of her earlier competition were not on this level. So getting the knockout, like I said, will probably for her would have to happen within the next 3 or 4 rounds. Yeah, she's gonna have to work for it. That's a good 1-2 followed up with a left hook from Savannah Marshall. And honestly, man, like I said, FRANCHON CREWS, she's just throwing that overhand right. It's too wild, and she's not controlling it. She has to throw it down the middle. Good exchange right there from FRANCHON CREWS. She fought back right there. Down to 20 seconds left in the 4th round. What do you think of Alicia's? What do you think of Alicia Baumgartner's? You know what? What I think of Alicia Baumgartner's opponent, I'll give it real quick. Give me 1 second to the end of this round. I'll let you know. Here we go. We got about 5 seconds left in the round. So, okay, so what do I think of Alicia Baumgartner's opponent? I think she's a good opponent for her, seeing how that is the only person to beat her. Her opponent was actually supposed to face Michaela Mayer, but had to pull out for some reason in that fight, and that was going to be a weight class up. But I think this is a good opponent for her, but I also think she can get this win back. With Alicia Baumgartner, she definitely has to control her emotions going in, because I followed her, and you know, you can tell that loss it's a sting for her. But ultimately, I think it's a good opponent, and I think it's a good fight. There's better fights to be made. After she defends and wins that fight, I think it's time for her to move up into the lightweight division as well. You know, get that rematch with Michaela Mayer. Eventually, at some point, get that fight with Katie Taylor at some point. You know, that's what I think. Appreciate you. All right, we in the what's this, 5th round, and FRANCHON CREWS, she's coming out, putting that little pressure on her, getting established in the center of the ring. And the only problem I'm having with FRANCHON CREWS right now, she's leading in. It's typical of her, but she's leading in with her head. If she can correct that at some point, I think she'll be better, because she does have some good power on her. But like with Savannah Marshall, she's quick, and she's snapping that jab like that right there, sending her back. She's definitely improved her hand speed. I don't think the power is the problem for FRANCHON CREWS. I think she just is lacking the head movement and the hand speed right now. Good body work, inside tie up right there. Good body work from both fighters. Definitely, FRANCHON CREWS is going to have to turn this around in some way. She's a great champ. Hope to see rematch with Michaela. Yes, I agree. I hope to see that rematch as well. But right here, fighters are tying up. We're down to less than a minute in the 5th round. Definitely, FRANCHON CREWS has to turn this fight around. We're halfway through the fight, and she has to figure out a way. No knockdown, no knockdown. FRANCHON CREWS, she seems a little gassed. She fell down. She's tired, and I can tell. Even though Savannah Marshall kind of pushed her down, she's tired. 1-2 and the left followed up from Savannah Marshall. FRANCHON CREWS, ooh, left jab stuck right on the button. Savannah Marshall, ooh, right inside right from Savannah Marshall. She's taking advantage of these last 30 seconds right here. And like I told you guys, if she can do this on into the 7th round, I think she can come away with a stoppage. The only problem is, if she comes away with a stoppage, she has a mandatory that she has to satisfy in Shadaysha Green, and I'm going to give my predictions on that. If y'all know who Shadaysha Green is, I'm telling you, Shadaysha Green, she's about that life. Problems with the Wi-Fi, I can't watch the match live. Yeah, I was having problems with my Wi-Fi too in my garage. Like, that's where I got my whole setup at. And like, for some reason, I turned the TV on in my living room, and everything is just going, and then I tried it out in my garage, it just didn't want to work. So I'm right here. I got you. You know, even though yours is messing up, pay attention to the live stream. I got you. Make sure you hit that like button for me, though, and share this with your people. All right, so that was the 5th round. Savannah Marshall won that round clearly. It was not close in any way. FRANCHON CREWS definitely has to do something to turn these last 4 rounds around. In order for her to win the fight, in my opinion, she has to win every round or get a knockdown in at least 1 or 2 of these rounds. Maybe even 1 of the rounds. That's my opinion. All right, so here we go. 6th round. DEZURN's coming out aggressive, and that could be a turning point for her. She's coming out, and she did catch her with that overhand right, but definitely they're showing the Viewix verdict scorecard, and it's a wide spread as well. I've actually scored it the exact same way outside of the first round. They scored it a 10-10 round. I don't know how you score 10-10 rounds. It shouldn't be that in the point system. There's a point system for a reason. But body work from Savannah Marshall. Good exchange. Both fighters are in the clutch, right there on each other, nose to nose, throwing body work upstairs, downstairs. Good right hand from FRANCHON Crews. Body work from Savannah Marshall. The crowd is feeling it. Good left hand from FRANCHON Crews right there. She's making Savannah Marshall miss a little bit better, but she has to move her head offline because that jab is coming right through. But Savannah Marshall's coming back. Good way to fend her off. She fended her off. We're down to less than a minute. FRANCHON Crews is doing really well. She has to figure out how to be first with this. And this is a close round right here. Now, if they want to call a 10-10 round or something like that, at this point right now, you can call this a close round right here. But any other round, I won't say it was close. I definitely don't have the first round as a 10-10 round. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Hit that share button for me, people. Savannah Marshall with an overhand left right there. She's missing with the jab. She seems like she's starting to slow down just a little bit, but she's on her toes and she's active, which is good. Left and a right from Savannah Marshall. She might have taken this round as well. Priceless Sense, what's going on? Fights on ESPN Plus. 6 rounds deep. Thank you for chiming in. Make sure you hit that like button for me. I appreciate you guys. Let's get the likes up for me. Let's get them likes up. Hit that share button for me. That's the end of the 6th round. And I believe Savannah Marshall may have stolen that round late. But the bulk of the round, the best of the round, I would say went to FRANCHON Crews in that aspect. But I don't know what the judges are seeing, but I do know what I'm seeing. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for following. Thank you for chiming in on this one. Then we got the replays of the 6th round right here. You know, it was back and forth in this round. FRANCHON Crews' activity went way up in this one, and it definitely looked a lot better. She just has to quit leaning in with her head first and learn to throw that punch instead of leaning in. When you lean in, you get caught. 7th round going down. Here we go. Let's see. Double jab miss from Savannah Marshall. Keep the punches up. Keep the punches up. Ain't nothing down there, but just keep the punches up. Good overhand right from FRANCHON Crews. This is a good start to both these last rounds for FRANCHON Crews. She definitely started with good activity, but I can tell she needs a little bit of work with her gas tank. Good right from Savannah Marshall. They both exchanged rights right there. If you look at these fighters' faces right now, you would think the good overhand right, good pressure from CREWS-DEZURN right there. You look at these fighters right now, Savannah Marshall, she's clearly winning the fight. Good 1-2 from Savannah Marshall right there. But what I'm getting at is that, you know, just off the eye test, you would think Savannah Marshall was just clearly dominating this fight. Definitely good exchange from both fighters right there. I seen somebody earlier said the size of Savannah Marshall will be too much of a problem for FRANCHON Crews, and that's never been the case, because when Savannah Marshall fought Clarissa Shields, it definitely wasn't no problem. But right here, good tie-up. Good body work from both fighters. They're exchanging really well in these last few rounds. Come on, people. Get them likes up for me. Get them likes up. Wipe your feet when you come in the door for me. As in the words of my brother Blue Blood would say, wipe your feet when you come in the door. Come correct and hit that like button for me. Appreciate you. Now here we go. Good tie-up. 20 seconds left in the 7th round. Savannah Marshall, she put a little bit of pressure on right there. Both fighters seem a little bit gassed, and this is what I'll tell you about these heavier fighters. They definitely got to work on that gas tank. Savannah Marshall, she's beating up to the punch with these right hooks, left hooks. Do I think Savannah Marshall will win by KO? If she wins by KO, it has to be. That was the 7th round. I thought she could win by at least the 7th or the 8th round. Do I think Savannah Marshall can win by KO? If she does, she definitely has to keep her head offline. And I say that because if you watch when Savannah Marshall's throwing her jab, she's always down here, and she don't get enough on this hook. And then when she goes for her right hook, which is the punch that she definitely has a lot of power in, she's already smothered and too close, and she's not landing it. It's more so grazing off the shoulder. So I would think she has to work that and work from the outside and then work in to land that straight down the middle or land that around the guard. But definitely, I don't think the size is a problem for FRANCHON Crews. I just think that she's not having the best night tonight. Hit them likes for me, people. Started the 8th round. Get them likes up for me. I appreciate you guys. Good jab right there from Savannah Marshall. Now, just like I said, if she wins by KO, this is the round to do it. This is the round to do it. Good tie-up right here. Both fighters up against the rope. Good exchanges right there. Oh, come on. Don't let her do that. Man, see, this is the only problem. The refs overseas, they let fighters get away with certain stuff. I don't like it, but it ain't nothing to bicker about. If the fighter don't complain, I won't complain. Ain't no big deal. But Savannah Marshall connects with a nice little popping jab. FRANCHON Crews, she definitely is wearing on Savannah Marshall. You can see it on both fighters' faces. I think that's a problem with the pressure style that FRANCHON Crews has. Is she puts so much pressure on the fighter that she wears herself down. But with like Savannah Marshall, I don't think she's been in this type of fight in her pro. She hasn't been in this type of fight in her pro career. Referee calls time right here at 43 seconds. Addresses both fighters for tell them to watch their head and holding on the outside. Good 1-2 down the middle from Savannah Marshall. If she goes for the knockout right here, she's got it on her face. She has to go for it right here. This is where she has to go for it. It looks like she's trying to go for it. Good 1-2. FRANCHON Crews ties her up, backs her up on the ropes. Crazy, crazy. I see y'all watching, man. Hit them likes for me. Get them likes up. As my brother Blue Blood would say, wipe your feet when you come in my door. Come correct or don't come at all. All right. Good 1-2 down the middle. Good jab. Good left hook from Savannah Marshall right there. She definitely is working from the outside and using her length in this fight. I just think FRANCHON Crews does not have the hand speed or the technical ability to deal with Savannah Marshall in this fight. This fight is just not her night. She may have only won one round since the first round. And if she won one round, she definitely only won probably the 5th round, if that. Clarissa Shields giving her some pep talk from the corner. Sugar Hill Stewart, her trainer, right there. They're showing him, he's letting her know, giving her all the coaching she needs from the corner. Then they're showing the replay. Savannah Marshall connecting with a 1-2 on the outside. Definitely is Savannah Marshall's night. But like I told you guys, she's got that mandatory to satisfy, and that's Shadaisha Green. When I tell you guys, Shadaisha Green ain't no joke. 12 wins, no losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout. I'm telling you, she's coming. I did an interview with her. Check out my YouTube page. I did an interview with Shadaisha Green. Check that out on my YouTube page. All Sports Media TV, baby. Well, yeah, started the 9th round right here. These are the championship rounds for women's boxing. And these are good exchanges right here. Inside uppercut from both fighters. Left hook. They definitely
have come out, and they definitely both seem to have a sense of urgency. With Franchon Crews, she's backing up, letting. There you go. Yeah, she's putting the pressure back on. Savannah Marshall's moving her head better than I've ever seen in her career at this point, and she's definitely connecting with some good body shots and overhand lefts. So yeah, I think Marshall can beat Green, but Green is a beast. You know what? She possibly can if she can play the length game. Price of sense, but I give my final predictions on how I think that can go. But we're gonna see, man. I'm anxious to see that fight because I want to see Shadaysha Green get her shot because she was supposed to be fighting Franchon Crews tonight. There's a big storyline behind that. But yeah, down to 30 seconds in the 9th round. Savannah Marshall's just connecting with punch after punch at this point, and it's definitely it's not survival mode for Franchon Crews, but she definitely has to go for a knockout at this point. She's just gassed. She tried to wear her down, and she wore herself down. Her nose is busted up, bleeding right there. I can see it. Savannah Marshall has like a little ding mark up here, but nothing for her to worry about at this point. Yeah, Franchon Crews is busted up. She's bleeding pretty good right there. Definitely. But yeah, back to what you were saying, price of sense, man. It's no knock on Savannah Marshall. It's just the way she fights. As we all know, styles make fights. And with her style, I just don't know. I just don't know if she would be able to deal with that. But I'm from Flint. Hey, Flint Town. I keep up with women's boxing. Yeah, I'm not knocking you at all. You know what I'm saying? I just think from what I've seen from Shadaysha Green that she's on that level. Now, if you, I know you just said you keep up with women's boxing, so if they trying to work the 4 queens scenario, so that's why I think that she needs to go ahead and get that match in with Shadaysha Green. 10th and final round right here. Savannah Marshall comes out with a quick jab. Franchon Crews comes out with a sense of urgency. She definitely, she walked into an overhand right there. And they're showing the viewers' verdict scorecard. Where do they come up with these 10-10 rounds, man? Somebody tell me, where do they come up with these 10-10 rounds, man? If the round is close, somebody has to win the round. And in my opinion, it can't be a 10-10 round. I'm with Max Kellerman on that. So definitely Franchon Crews, she senses the urgency. She definitely has it in her mind. This is where she should have been about the 4th or 5th round with the sense of urgency. Raquel Miller, she getting older. Hey, you know what? Raquel Miller, man. Hey, yep. I know who you're talking about. Yep. And you know what? I agree. But yeah, Savannah Marshall, she's pressuring, but she's getting caught on the inside right here. She's got Savannah Marshall up against the rope, but again, like I told you guys, when you're that close, you smother your punches. She catches Savannah Marshall with a good overhand right. 45 seconds left in the 10th round. It's just not enough from Franchon Crews on this night. I just believe that they're gonna try to. They're gonna try to drag Claressa Shields back across the pond, but undisputed or not, Savannah Marshall should come here to the States to fight Claressa Shields. It makes no sense for somebody who dominated you to come back into your backyard and take what you got for a second time. So, down to 15 seconds left in the 10th round. Both fighters in the center of the ring. This is it right here. And they lock up right there, and that's pretty much the end of the fight right here. It was a war, but I definitely, I won't even call it a war. It will be in Detroit. I agree, it should be in Detroit. Hell, in my opinion, the rematch, yeah, I agree, it should be in Detroit. That's my opinion. I said that from the jump. If they want a rematch, it should be in Claressa's favor in Detroit. But now that she possibly is going to be undisputed, why not do something that women hadn't done in a long time? Headline in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? T-Mobile Arena, something like that. MGM Grand. I believe the fight is worthy enough to take place there because what we do know about the fans from across the pond is that they'll travel and they'll sell out arenas all over the world for their fighters. So definitely, just because she won this fight, in my opinion, Savannah Marshall wins this fight by unanimous decision. She does not hold any weight to bring Claressa Shields back across the pond. Now I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna keep you guys tuned in live for the official decision to see what the scorecards say. Right, what it would. Yeah, it will be epic. You know, wherever they fight, it has to take place here in America. You know, Madison Square Garden, Detroit, Vegas. I mean, it has to take place somewhere here in America. There's no way in hell I'm flying 16 hours to go beat you up again to take what you got, or however many hours it is. But Savannah Marshall, she looks pretty fresh in this one. She got little dings, nothing too bad. I just don't think it was Franchon Crew's night. I think she needs to work on her style a little bit more. She definitely. I want you guys to understand this. I'm not saying this like Savannah Marshall is like on Claressa Shields' level, but there's levels to it. And where I'm looking at right now is that Franchon Crews just did not do enough. She was not technical enough. Her punches were too wild. She was too slow to be first. She wasn't being first. That type of thing. So, good bounce back fight, but all in all, what I seen from Savannah Marshall tonight was not enough to beat Claressa Shields in a rematch. I'm just being honest. Both fighters to the ring. Their official judges' decision right now. Crews' ego would be hurt. Yeah, it could be hurt with this one. And yeah, I agree. It could be hurt. Her ego could be hurt with this one. Let's see. Whoa! One judge scored it a draw. Wow. 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 Savannah Marshall won. See, this is where I say Savannah Marshall won by majority decision. One judge scored it 95-95. Where the hell did you get 95-95 from? The other judge scored it 96-93. And one judge scored it, 95-92. No problem. You're welcome, man. Hit that share button for me. I'm going to try to say your name again. Viviana Sinmer. Hit that share for me. This is why I say the 10-point system needs to be corrected. There's no way in hell you can call this. Any judge called this fight a draw. Which one of the judges called this fight a draw? Where did they see a draw at? I only had Franchon Crews winning 2 rounds. There's no way in hell that this was a draw in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And they wonder why they say boxing is corrupt. They wonder why they say it's a dying sport, blah, 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 all of that. Reasons like this is the reason why people turn away from it. I agree Savannah Marshall won this fight, and she won this fight handily. I'm not going to knock her on that. Congratulations. But this was whoever that judge is right there, I'm not saying that judge is for Savannah Marshall. I'm not saying that judge is for Franchon Crews. I'm just saying that damn judge needs to be investigated on how they judge the fight, because there's no way in hell this fight was anyway a draw. There was no way this fight was close in any way. So now, back to what I was saying earlier about this fight. They're going to use this status as a way to drag Claressa Shields back up to 168. Now, if you know about Claressa Shields, follow Claressa Shields' career, she was unified at 168, meaning she held multiple belts at this division. And she moved down in weight, undisputed, moved down in weight again, undisputed. But she definitely, they're definitely going to try to get her to go up to 168 and rematch Savannah Marshall. But if that happens, that shit needs to happen, excuse my language, That needs to happen here in America. Ain't no way in hell she needs to go back across over to London to fight Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall's hand speed looked good tonight, but that it only looked good against a much slower opponent. You go back and watch Savannah Marshall with Claressa Shields, her hand speed was nowhere, non-existent compared to what Claressa Shields brought to the table. Okay, let's hear what Savannah Marshall has to say. New record, 13-1. Oh yeah, Savannah Marshall said she broke her hand, so she's gonna be out for a while. Yeah, she's babying it. She might have broke her hand. Yeah, I think Savannah Marshall broke her hand tonight. She definitely is holding on to it and keeping it up. You know, that hand wrapping, that swelling is starting to get tight. So yeah. They talking about the rematch with Claressa Shields right now. Nope. Nope. It's on Claressa Shields' terms. They playing these games, man. They playing these games. They want Claressa Shields to come back up to 168 and beat the shit out of this girl. Excuse my language. I don't like Ben. This dude, Ben Shalom, I don't like this dude. I want to fight this dude my damn self. He get on my nerves. He act like he knows boxing, but he don't know a damn thing about boxing. I don't like Ben Shalom. Sky Sports, boxer, y'all need to do something with this dude. I don't like him. He talks like he knows boxing, and everybody kept telling him, Savannah Marshall ain't fought nobody. Claressa Shields and FRANCHON CREWS are the best fighters Savannah Marshall has faced in her career. She broke her hand in this fight. She got beat unanimously bad in her last fight. But you think for 1 second she can beat Claressa Shields. This guy is a bum. Bring that heat over here to America. Bring that heat over here to America. And just like, was it Priceless Sense, just like you said, matter of fact, Claressa Shields went into her backyard. Bring that heat over here to Detroit. Bring it to Flint, whatever the case, whatever, I don't care. Bring it somewhere over here in Claressa Shields' background so she can fight in her background and beat the hell out of that girl and take her titles too. I couldn't even understand what she said. That British accent. Thank you coming over there, everybody to the middle. I couldn't even understand what the hell she said. I couldn't understand a word Savannah Marshall just said, boy. But yeah, all in all, man, I appreciate you guys for chiming in. Make sure you hit that like button. Drop a comment. Make sure you follow me. I will be back live later on for the Jared Anderson versus Charles Martin, doing the same type of commentary. So make sure you guys tune back in. I got you guys. I might be a little tipsy, but I got you. Peace. Love y'all guys. Thank you.